want to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. May knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Mayaba. Quick screen to the speedster outline. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jordan. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Complete to the right. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
I love the route there on the corner by the tight end. Against man coverage, he's able to get a little wiggle, create some separation, use his speed to get vertical, put his foot in the ground, and then use those long arms to haul the pass in.
To the air on first down. Unloads it left. Got a man. It's Lane. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. And the Trojans are threatening in the red zone. Now on the move. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown, USC! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll go to the counter. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the grab. It's Lacy. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And man, it's a great job by this defense using the offensive momentum. They go down the field, score, they get you jacked up, excited. Defense is about adrenaline and really being able to play fast and physical and hard. Now they come out, 3 plays, they get the stop and force a 4th down.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Pressure coming. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Trying the left side. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Scanning the field, it's Simmons. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lacy. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
The Rebels have a lot of options on second and inches. Leaves it with the back. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Lacy. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. I guess the good news on that penalty is at least the defense didn't have to back up that far. It's still 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Simmons. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. 2nd and goal for the offense. To the edge, it's Lacy. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Return takes it inside the 30, down to the 28 as the defense has him setting up shop from there. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's caught. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? The Trojans make a living on stretching the field with big plays in the passing game because they just throw the ball to that receiver.
No doubt about it. And guess what? Everybody in Hollywood likes this, right? Like the big, explosive, dynamic, fun plays. And that's exactly what USC does year after year.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Here we go. Set. Rides the back and leaves it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
all you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Makes the grab. It's Lacy. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Intercepted for the 11th time. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity.
Makes the grab down the left side. Touchdown, Trojans! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Simmons. He tries to take the top off. Brings it in down the left side. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Watkins. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. This will likely be the last play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Out of the end zone. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
And the Rebels in the hurry-up. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Running into the open space. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Quick completion on the out route. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Grab behind the line. It's Drockett. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his man in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Motion from the wideout. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Going for 6. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The run from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. stop at the line of scrimmage. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Finally brought down the run-a-play, not only to get the football, but to fit the field position with the return.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that.
Touchdown, USC! And they take it in for 6 more points. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
And there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw at Simmons. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the...
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The sure hands, it's Lacey. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Haas. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Let's see what they've got on second down. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Slings it downfield. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Lacy. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball. Ready to run another play. Ready to make this defense work.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Finds a man on the right. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Simmons. Makes the grab. Running through contact. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Let's go. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
He gets it in there for the 2, and they'll chop a couple off that lead. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Bunch formation for these receivers. The offense changing the play. To the air on 2nd down. Right on the money. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down.
Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the ring. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the...
Fires toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give and tick, 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 tick. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't.
And he throws another interception. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Trojans. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Johnson wants to throw it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And the timing just a hair off.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Jordan. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over. And
oh, he's got some space. He's at the tip. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Zings it complete to the right.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down. Or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Tosses it incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Ray. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed over the middle. It's Alexander. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Simmons. Firing to the right, complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rushes on him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. One more play to pad the stats. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
On 4th down, going to the air. Fires into the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like,